Welcome back to Hypnosis Today, where we explore how people are using hypnosis to achieve remarkable things. If you've just joined us, I have as my second guests 3 very special guests. My first one is Michelle Guzzi. Now, Michelle is a staff hypnotherapist and instructor at HMI College of Hypnotherapy. And I also have Lisa, who is a student here at HMI, and my friend David, Lisa's son. And Lisa brought David in to see Michelle for some child hypnosis. Please help me welcome my guests, Michelle, Lisa, and David. Now, Lisa, I hope you don't mind if I start with you. What was it that you wanted to bring David in to see a hypnotherapist for?
Well, David was having a lot of trouble going to sleep at night, and every night was a big fight to get to bed. So I thought Michelle could help, maybe quiet some of the thoughts. Mm-hmm. And then I was thinking, maybe he's having so much trouble sleeping because of all the electronics he was watching. TV, computer, playing his video games. Mm-hmm. And, he wasn't going to bed till 11 or 12 o'clock at night. And he's 10 years old.
No, I get it. So David, now I'm going to ask you, first of all, when your mom brought you into hypnotherapist, what did you think?
I thought that it would really help me.
And what did you want to use hypnosis for?
Well, I wanted to use hypnosis to help me to sleep because when I woke up in the morning, I felt really tired because I had no sleep the last night. And I also sometimes feel like I was on too much electronics. I just needed to take a break from electronics.
Oh, sure. What was the type of electronics that was your favorite that you had trouble just putting down and letting go of?
Probably the TV. That was really hard.
Yeah, no, I understand. So, Michelle, here we have a young client. Can you tell me what kind of an induction did you use for a 10-year-old client?
Well, David came in and he was really excited to do hypnosis. And the great thing about David is that he's also an actor. And he's used to getting really focused and memorizing lines and going on sets and being on stage. So children, when they go into hypnosis, they can go in very quickly. They're already in a natural state. So real easily we did something. Remember what we did? We had you just focus on a spot up on the ceiling and we counted down from 5 to 0. And with each count, we would have him open his eyes on the number and close his eyes on the deep breath when he would exhale. And when we got down to 0, we said the words deep sleep, didn't we?
Yes.
Yes.
David,
and then that would go in.
I bet. What did hypnosis feel like for you?
Well, it felt like I was just in a tired state, just listening to a voice.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever see hypnosis on TV or on a show? Did you even know what it was?
Kind of knew what it was. Seen it on like a show once or twice.
Was real hypnosis with Michelle anything like the stuff that you saw on TV or on a show?
It was way different.
How was it different?
Like, if you see any hypnosis on like any kid's show or cartoon, it'll be like they're holding a clock, a stopwatch, in front of the person's face, and then it's like you're getting very sleepy.
Mm-hmm. But she didn't bring a stopwatch?
No.
Oh, okay.
Did you want me to?
No.
Oh, good.
So then you closed your eyes and had a lovely sleepy feeling, and it was as if you heard a voice telling you a story. What kind of thing? I know every parent out there who's watching wants to know what kind of hypnosis you used to help David quiet his mind and sleep quickly, calmly, soundly, and deeply all through the night.
So we did some imagery techniques, and when, like you said, we were using some storytelling. We'd have him visualize the clock and being able to go to sleep. Instead of being in bed at 11 o'clock, what time did we want to get in bed by?
8:30.
8:30, 8:45, and so we would see the clock at 8:30, and he would know that it was time for him to get up and get ready and go to sleep. So we'd have him picture the whole thing, and then being in bed by 9 o'clock and falling asleep by that time. And then what else did we do? We did some anchoring techniques. Remember that? Then if we needed to relax our mind or relax, because he had a lot of thoughts that were going on as well.
Can I ask what kind of thoughts were going on before sleep that were keeping you up quite a bit?
Well, it's like, one of the thoughts was I once watched a scary movie, and it was pretty much haunting me.
I can see how someone could get haunted by a scary movie. And of course, the big question is, did you see it in the theater or on TV?
Well, actually, I had this little computer thing that hooks up to the TV, and I went on Netflix and saw it there.
So there we go, is that TV was one of the things that you loved, but it was one of the things that was causing a little bit of a problem too.
Yeah.
What was it like to actually turn off the TV or the Netflix or the electronics to get in bed at 8:30 instead of watching TV, one more show, mommy, and going to bed at 11? What was that like to turn off that TV?
It felt really, really different
I bet.
because I just could calm my mind down instead of electronics at bed immediately. I was just calming my mind down, then going to bed. It was
Really?
Can you show them how you did that? So what would we do? We would put our hands together, take a deep breath in, and we would say what? We'd say relax to our mind.
yeah.
Yeah. And then if we had all those thoughts coming in, I know that you were able to maybe grab those thoughts and just kind of put them somewhere else if they got too busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else did we work on? We worked on a few other things. David came in for quite a few sessions, and each session we had some really good success, and he said, well, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this.
David, what were some of the other things? Once you learned that hypnosis was effective, then you knew you could use it for other things besides quieting the busy mind, taking the scary thoughts that were haunting you and throwing them out. What else did you want to use hypnosis for?
I use hypnosis for sports,
What kind of sport do you play?
flag football.
Do you play in a 10-year-old league?
Well, actually, I go to private school, and we have this league of like all these private schools. And I play on that.
Okay. And did you want to be a better athlete?
Yeah.
So what did you learn on how you can use hypnosis to be a better athlete?
I learned how hypnosis can help you with anything.
Yeah, and yes, it certainly can. I use it every single day, and I teach it to my children too. What kind of techniques did you use, Michelle, to help David with his athletic performance?
Well, let's remember what hypnosis is. How do you explain? How do you define hypnosis?
Hypnosis is a state of mind that is very tired, kind of like asleep, but not asleep.
Sure. And how can you make all these wonderful changes being in a state that's sleep but not sleep? What do you think? Just give me your hypothesis.
Yeah.
That means theory.
Well, your mind is open to suggestions when you're in hypnosis, and then you take the suggestions you want, you take them in, and you really do them.
Do you know, that is the hypothesis or theory that even the most sophisticated people who study the mind have the same thing, that when you're physically relaxed but mentally alert, kind of sleepy, but listening to a story, that you are open to suggestions for positive change, which is exactly what you said, although I think that you said it a little better. So, David, there's so many children who watch shows and cartoons that have hypnosis on it. What would you like to tell children who are thinking of using hypnosis? What would you like to tell them about what it really is?
I'd like to tell them that it's not really just somebody waving a clock in front of your face. It's really going down with no instrument at all. It's just listening to a voice and going down into a suggestible state of mind.
And what do you think? Now that I'm going to quote you, you said, well, you can use hypnosis for basically anything. What other things besides sleep and sports performance do you think in your life you will use hypnosis for in the future?
Well, I have a sister, and I sometimes don't get along with her, so I use hypnosis to get along with her a little better.
So maybe calm yourself down and not get so angry.
So
Yeah.
did we hypnotize your sister?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, can you now, you're going to tell Michelle to teach you how to hypnotize your sister, then you'll get along just fine. What do you think about that?
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I bet it can.
Do you think you want to go to school here, maybe learn how to do that?
Maybe.
Maybe. What were the successes that you had now with all of that? With sports? I know Mom had something that...
Well, he was the MVP twice with his
Most
football.
valuable player.
Mhm.
Good.
With football, the coach came over and told us that. It was pretty amazing. And he got the ball a lot more than he ever has before.
Good.
Terrific.
And he stopped teasing his sister so much.
He stopped teasing his sister.
Teasing, yeah.
Well, every parent out there is going to want to call Michelle so she can hypnotize the children not to tease one another.
Yay.
And if you would like to learn more about Michelle Guzzi's hypnotherapy practice and her wonderful way of working with children in hypnosis, you can reach Michelle Guzzi at hmigrads.com. Well, I want to thank my very special guests, Michelle Guzzi, David, and Lisa, for being here on Hypnosis Today. And I want to thank everyone in the studio audience and those of you watching at home. My name is Lisa Mackenberg, and I hope you will join us next time when we explore more about how people are using Hypnosis Today. Please stay tuned. We have a lot more coming up for you on HMI Web TV. That's Hypnotherapy Television, 24/7. Did you like that? Please help me welcome my guests, Michelle, Lisa, and David. Now, Lisa, I hope you don't mind if I start with you. What was it that you wanted to bring David in to see a hypnotherapist for?
Well, David was having a lot of trouble going to sleep at night, and every night was a big fight to get to bed. So I thought Michelle could help, maybe quiet some of the thoughts.
Second guests, three very special guests. My first one is Michelle Guzzi. Now, Michelle is a staff hypnotherapist and instructor at HMI College of Hypnotherapy. And I also have Lisa, who is a student here at HMI, and my friend David, Lisa's son. And Lisa brought David in to see Michelle for some child hypnosis. Please. Welcome back to Hypnosis Today, where we explore how people are using hypnosis to achieve remarkable things. If you've just joined us, I have as my second.
And then I was thinking, maybe he's having so much trouble sleeping because of all the electronics he was watching. TV, computer, playing his video games. And, he wasn't going to bed till 11 or 12 o'clock at night. And he's 10 years old.
No, I get it. So David, now I'm going to ask you, first of all, when your mom brought you into hypnotherapist, what did you think?
I thought that it would really help me.
And what did you want to use hypnosis for?
Well, I wanted to use hypnosis to help me to sleep because when I woke up in the morning, I felt really tired because I had no sleep the last night. And I also sometimes feel like I was on too much electronics. I just needed to take a break from electronics.
Oh, sure. What was the type of